Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 7 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 7 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter linear functions, and the lessons we're going to cover from the chapter are find the slope from a graph, find the slope from 2 points, find a missing coordinate using slope, and find the slope from an equation. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I am on the chapter linear functions. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is find the slope from a graph. Okay, so basically we are given with the graph, you have to find the slope of the graph. So when we are given with the graph, you have to find a slope, that is very easy. The basic thing you have to understand here is you have to find you have to select any 2 points on the graph and calculate the slope. For example, this is the first point I'm going to consider, right? The coordinates of the point is x is 0 and y is 4, right? And the other point I'm going to take on the graph is this one. Here you have x is 3 and y is 6. Now you have 2 points. You have to calculate the slope. How do we calculate the slope? The slope formula of the slope is x2 y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, right? This is x1 and y1 and this is x2 and y2. So you have to do y2 minus y1. y2 is 6. 6 minus 4 divided by x2 minus x1, that is 3 minus 0. So 6 minus 2 is 6 minus 4 is 2 and 3 minus 0 is 3, that is 2 over 3, right? What you have to do, simply select any 2 points on the graph, write their coordinates carefully. You have to use the formula, that is the point, that is the formula you need to calculate. You need when you have to calculate the slope, right? That is m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, right? So the slope of this graph is 2 over 3. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, look at this graph. Right now, I'm going to select any 2 points on the graph. Let's see. This is the first one, and this is the second one. You can select any points, right? So for this one, the coordinates are x is 2 and y is 0. Always write the x coordinate first, right? So these are x1 and y1. And for this one, you have x is 6 and y is 6. This is x2 and y2. The slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, right? So y2 is 6. 6 minus 0. X2 is 6 minus 2. So 6 minus 0 is 6 and 6 minus 2 is 4. Got it? So when you divide them by the common factor 2, the correct option is 3 divided by 2. So the slope is 3 over 2. Got it? The slope is 3 over 2. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Look at this graph, find the slope. So let's just select any 2 points on the graph and find the slope. This is the first one and this is the second point. So for this point, the coordinates are x is 60, y is 10. So 60 and 10. And for this one, x is 70, y is 30. This is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. So the slope is y2 minus y1, 30 minus 10 divided by 70 minus 60. 30 minus 10 is 20 and 70 minus 60 is 10. That is 2 over 1 and the slope is 2. Got it? So the slope is 2. The correct option is 2. Got it? Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay. Okay, the next one is look at this graph, find the what is the slope, right? So you have to select any 2 points on the graph. How to, the easiest way is just join these points like this and like this. Here you have two squares. That is the distance y, right? And that is just 1. So the slope is change in y divided by change in x. Y is changing by 2 and x is changing by 1. So that is 2 over 1 equals to the slope is 2. That is the easiest way to calculate the slope. Just select any 2 points on the slope, make a triangle, right? Note the change in y, that is the change in y. Vertical distance is always the change in y. And the horizontal distance is always the change in x. So that is 2 over 1 equals 2, right? The correct option is 2. Okay, the next one is okay, the next one is look at this graph. Okay, just select any 2 points on the graph. This is the first one and this is the second one, right? Make a triangle like this by extending these lines and this is the triangle, right? So change in y, the vertical distance is change in y1 and here is the horizontal distance that is change in x, that is 2, right? 2 squares. So the slope is always change in y divided by change in x. So that means the slope of the graph is 1 over 2. Got it? So the correct option is 1 over 2, right? Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is look at this graph. What is the slope? Okay, so just select any 2 point on the graph. Okay, here is the first one and here is the second one, right? Extend them and make a triangle like this. Here you have 1, 2, 3. Here you have 1. So the slope is change in y is 3 and change in x, that is 3 over 1. The correct option is 3. That means the graph of the slope of this graph is 3. The correct option is 3, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is find the slope from 2 points. So first we We have calculated the slope from the graph. Now we're going to calculate the slope from 2 points. So let's just start with the lesson. So calculating the slope from the 2 points is also very easy. You have to do exactly the same method. And earlier when we working on the graph, we have to find the points also. Now you're given with the points. The rest of the method is exactly same. The points are 7, 9 and 2, 2. You have to do the change in y divided by change in x. Like you have to calculate the difference between the y components divided by difference between the x components, right? So that would be this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2, right? You have to do 9 minus 2. This is 9 minus 2 divided by 7 minus 2. 9 minus 2 is 7, 7 minus 2 is 5. So that is 7 divided by 5. So the slope is 7 over 5, right? The method is exactly same, the formula is exactly same. You just have to calculate, like you have use the points and calculate the slope. Okay, let's just start with the test questions and let's see. Okay, find the slope of the line that passes through 3, 19, 10, 10. So here you are given with the 2 points, they are 3 and 19 and 10, 10. You have to calculate the slope of these 2 points, right? Okay, so this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. The slope is m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Here is y2, that is 10 minus 19 divided by x2, 10 minus 3. So 10 minus 19 is negative 9 and 10 minus 3 is 7. So that is negative 9 over 7. The slope of these 2 points is option number 1, that is negative 9 over 7. Option number 1 is the correct option, right? Negative 9 over 7 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is find the slope of the line that passes through 9, 10 and 113. Right, so let's see how do we calculate the slope. That is x1 and y1, that is x2 and y2. y2 minus y1, that is 13 minus 10, right? And x2 minus x1, that is 1 minus 9. So 13 minus 10 is 3 and 1 minus 9 is negative 8. So the slope is negative 3 over 8. The correct option is negative 3 over 8. Got it? The correct option is negative 3 over 8. The slope is negative 3 over 8. Got it? Option number 2 is the correct option. 1 or 2, they both are exactly same. If you write the negative sign in the numerator or in the denominator, that is exactly same, right? So option number. Okay, the next one is find the slope of the line that passes through 5, 4 and 10, 2. So you have to calculate the slope. So that is 5, 4, this is x1 and y1. 10, 2, this is x2 and y2. So the slope is y2 minus y1. 2 minus 4, x2 minus x1, that is 10 minus 5. So 2 minus 4 is negative 2 over 5. The correct option is option number 2, that is negative 2 over 5. Got it? The correct option is negative 2 over 5, right? So the correct option is the second one. Okay, the next one is find the slope of the line that passes through 7, 9 and 2, 2. So you are given the points 7, 9 and 2, 2. You need to calculate the. Okay, the points are 7, 9 and 2, 2, right? 7, 9, that is x1 and y1, and 2, 2, that is x2 and y2. So the slope is change in y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So here is y2, 2, here is y1, 2 minus 9 and 2 minus 7, right? So 2 minus 9 is negative 7 and 2 minus 5 is negative 5. So both the negative signs cancel out each other and you are left with 7 over 5. So option number 1 is the correct option, right? That is option number 1. 7 over 5 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, the next one is find the slope of the line that passes through 6, 8 and 9, 4. So you are given the points, they are 6, 8 and 9, 4. So this is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. So the slope is y2 minus y1. y2 is 4, 4 minus 8. x2 minus x1, 9 minus 6. So 4 minus 8 is negative 4 and 9 minus 6 is 3. So the slope is negative 4 over 3. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? So the correct option is negative 4 over 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is find a missing coordinate using slope. So what if you have one of the coordinate is missing and the slope is given? How you find the missing point? Just look at this question. A line with a slope of negative 6. You are given the slope that is negative 6, right? Passes through the points negative 7 and 5 and negative 6z. What is the value of the z? You need to calculate the value of z. You are given with the slope, right? Just use the slope formula, that is slope equals change in y divided by change in x. So here is change in y, z minus 5 divided by negative 6 minus negative 7. Negative 6 minus negative 7 is 1. So you are left with z minus 5 equals negative 6. Okay, let's just start with the practice question, then it will be more easy for you to understand. So let me just start with the question. Basically, you have to use the slope formula here. Just look at the first example. A line has a slope of 1. You are given the slope of the line, right? That is 1. Includes the point 76 and 3k. What is the value of k? You need to calculate the value of k. We know that the slope in this, the formula for slope is m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Just put up the values. You are given the slope 1. y2 minus y1, this is y2, that is k minus 6. x2 minus x1, 3 minus 7, right? So it would be k minus 6 and 3 minus 7 is negative 4. Just cross multiply, right? 1 equals k minus 6 over negative 4. 4 negative 4 move is multiplied with 1. So negative 4 equals k minus 6. Now you need to remove that k, right? So add 6 both sides. So 6 minus 6 is 0. You are left with k here. And 6 minus 4 is 2. So that means the k has the value 2. The correct option is 2. Got it? K equal to is the correct option. Okay, the next one is a line has a slope of negative 7 and includes the point negative 3t and negative 4 2. What is the value of t? You need to calculate the value of t. You are given with the slope. You have to use exactly the same method like I just did. M equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, right? Here is the slope, negative 7. y2 is 2. y2 minus y1. y1 is t. x2 is negative 4 minus x1 is negative 3, right? So that is negative 7 equals 2 minus t, and negative 4 minus subtracting a negative number is same as adding. Negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. Now just cross multiply, move negative 1 other side, so negative 1 times negative 7 equals positive 7. 7 equals 2 minus t, right? Now add t both side because t is negative here. T minus t 0, you are left with t plus 7 equals 2. Move 7 other side. T equals 2 minus 7. 2 minus 7 is negative 5. That means the value of t is negative 5. Got it? If you have any question, you can please ask. T equals negative 5. So the correct option is negative 5. If you have any question, you can please ask. A bit tricky, but not difficult. The next one is the points negative 4, negative 5, and negative 5g fall on a line with a slope of negative 10. What is the value of g? You need to calculate the value of g, right? So you are given the slope that is negative 10. So just use the formula that is m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Negative 10 equals y2 g minus negative 5 divided by negative 5 minus negative 4. So that would be negative 10 equals g plus 5 and negative 5 plus 4. That is negative 10 equals g plus 5 and negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1. So that is g plus 5 equals 10. Subtract 5 both sides. So that is g equals 10 minus 5 it is. 10 minus 5 is 5. So g equals 5. Got it? The correct option is g equals 5. The correct option is g equals 5, right? Option number 1 is the correct option. The points negative 7k and negative 4, negative 6 fall on a line with a slope of negative 5. What is the value of k? You need to calculate the value of k, right? The points are negative 7 and k, negative 4 and negative 6. You are given the slope m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. M is negative 5. Y2 negative 6 minus k divided by negative 4 negative 7. Negative 4 minus negative 7, right? So it would be minus 5 equals 6 minus k, and negative 7, negative 4 plus 7. 7 minus 4 is 3. So 6 minus k equals 3 minus negative 15, right? Add k both sides because k is negative. So you are left with k minus 15 equals 6. Negative 6 it is. So k equals negative 6 plus 15. 15 minus 6 is 9. So the slope is the point, the missing point k is 9. Got it? The correct option is 9. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is find the slope from an equation. If you are given the equation, how do you calculate the slope, right? You are given the equation y equals 4 over 5x minus 4 over 9, right? That is the slope of the line. Whenever, basically, the general form of the equation is y equals mx plus b, and we know that m is the slope. You have to compare this line to this equation to this one. General form y equals 4 over 5x minus 4 over 9. So when you compare, here is y, the m is 4 over 5, here is x, and here is b. That means the slope is 4 over 5, right? You simply have to compare the given equation with the general form. The general form of the equation is y equals mx plus b. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, find the slope of the line y equals 3 by 2x minus 1 over 3. You simply have to compare this equation with the general form of the equation. The general form of the equation of line is y equals mx plus b. So this one is y equals 3 over 2 x minus 1 over c. So the one that has the variable x, that is the slope. So slope is 3 over 2. The correct option is 3 over 2, right? The one with the variable x is the slope, so that is 3 by 2. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Okay, the next one is find the slope of the line, that is y equals 1 over 4x. So you have to compare this equation with the general form of the equation of line. The general form of the equation of line is y equals mx plus b. That means the one with the variable x is the slope. So here you have 1 over 4x. So the slope is m equals 1 over 4. Got it? The correct option is m equals 1 over 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is find the slope of the line y equals 4x minus 6. So, which is the slope of the line? Yes, the slope is 4, right? The one with the variable x is the slopes. That is, yes, the slope of the line is 4. The correct option is 4. Okay, the next one is find the slope of the line y equals negative 1 over 3x plus 2 over 7. So, what is the slope of the line? You have to compare this equation with the general form of the equation of line, that is y equals mx plus b, right? So, that means the one that has the variable x is the slope. So, the correct option is, yes, that is negative 1 over 3 is the slope. Very good. The correct option is negative 1 over 3. Find the slope of the line y equals 8 by 3x plus 9 over 2. So, which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 8 over 3. The slope is 8 by 3. The second one is the correct option, right? The one with the variable x is the slope, right? Find the slope of the line y equals 9 by 7x plus 3 over 8. So, which is the correct option? Yes, that is 9 over 7. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? Okay, the next one is find the slope of the line y equals negative 2 over 3x. So which is the correct option? Yes, the slope is negative 2 over 3, right? Okay, the next one is find the slope of the line y equals 3 by 4x minus 8. So which is the correct option? Which is the slope of the line? Yes, that is 3 over 4, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 8 math, grade 7 math. The chapter we're working on is linear functions. The lessons we have covered today are find the slope from a graph, find the slope from 2 points, find the missing coordinate using slope, and the one we have just finished is find the slope from an equation, right? So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday 5 to 9, or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10, right? So if you have any questions related to the lessons we have just finished, you can please ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Please ask questions if you have any. No questions? Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.